Hello, everyone. My name is Jack Donahoe. I'm presenting on behalf of Group 11 FarmLink, the first centralized food marketplace. So, first, I'll present the problem and our opportunity to make a huge splash within this marketplace. According to a USDA study, farmers lose 20 to 40% of their harvest each season due to unsold and spoiled products. This is both significant for the farmers and consumers as it causes so much economic waste for the farmers and consumer opportunity as there's so many people in the United States that go hungry every single year. Additional data shows that a minority 47% of Michigan farmers sell through direct or local channels, while the majority still rely on phone calls, email chains, and small distributors rather than digital platforms. Our platform is going to be similar to the likes of Depop, Carvana, or Zillow, a one-stop shop marketplace for a huge item, in our case, food for restaurants and farms. It can obviously be very scalable to hospitals, universities, and corporate cafeterias that are buying food in large quantities. The value proposition, what makes us unique? That can be defined by four characteristics: centralized, transferable, scalable, and sustainable. Scalability, we already talked about, as the software is very easily adaptable for large scale corporations and things of that nature. Sustainable, because the farmers, it's going to be driving down the food waste because the farmers are going to be able to market their product more efficiently, be able to sell out more frequently, and the restaurants are going to be able to buy in more specified quantities that helps eliminate waste for them on their side. Centralized, we hope to make this prevalent in every single community across the country, and very transparable because this cuts out much of the distribution tax. Distributors often take up to 10 to 20% tax just for moving the food, and we would only be taking a 1.5% service fee for every transaction on our app. Obviously, there still be some distribution costs, but it would reduce that greatly. Our potential market size. First year, we estimate 300 users at a $500 annual subscription fee. Think of that similar to a Costco card. You're buying your way onto the site to become a verified user and seller, plus a 1.5% transaction fee for every transaction that we have on the app. Initially, we would be focusing on smaller markets with small to medium farms and restaurants, like specific channels within the Pacific Northwest. We did case studies on both areas in California as well as Southeast Michigan. Our key partners in this operational model would obviously be the restaurants and farms, third being the distributors. Think of that as like an Uber driver or DoorDash, something like that, where we are independently contracting third-party people to be the distributors. So the restaurants are either choosing to have it shipped to them, or the restaurants can contract someone on their own through our app. Obviously, there would be a screening process, as this is a pretty big responsibility, and you don't want someone screwing up the distribution, but it would be kind of outsourced to a third party in that way. We don't have very much costs in terms of infrastructure, only the software, and our revenue streams would both be the 1-year subscription fee, or the annual subscription model, as well as the in-app advertising space we would sell, and the 1.5% transaction fee. Here's our operational cost model for year one. We actually run $43,000 into the negative. Looking at it just very quickly, we're spending $41,410 in January just to get it off the ground. A lot of one-time fees, startup fees, if you will. The website design, security, pre-launch marketing, depreciation of the software is going to happen, but like the API purchase for $6,000 is not something that we need to do every single time. We estimate $175,000 in total revenue. And year two projections look very healthy. I ran that, and assuming that we double to 600 users, we would make $350K in revenue, $118K in net profit with a 94% gross margin, which seems extremely doable after only a year and adding less than one new user per day. So we're looking very good there. Even after the rocky start, we have the burn to survive. And acquiring customers, how we're going to be able to do this is meeting the farmers where they already are. Like I said earlier, the email chains, the texting, all these very fragmented pieces are things that we're going to need to just continue to herd them to our app and our marketplace and make things very simple for them. I think farmers right now is a much older generation than the population and haven't really adapted to the technology yet. So we hope to get them and keep their family on this app. We would obviously meet them at farmers markets, community events, restaurants, farm-to-table restaurants that already take pride in that, as well as the main social media channels, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. But primarily, word of mouth and case studies showing cost savings and freshness improvements will help us scale organically within the regional food networks, as this is the best product for both sides involved and all the consumers like us. Thank you.